Spacey Sims, and we're back with more Steam Prison, and we are just continuing doing all of our after stories. And this time we're starting with Yune's story. Yay! Okay, so Yune's after story, with protagonist Sprite. Right, I gotta remember the voice I gave him anyway. Ahem, I can't quite remember. A few months had passed since Spacey and I had gone to the surface. A day normally considered special had come. My birthday. I decided to wear this, and yet it looks weird. I looked at myself and couldn't find anything that stuck out as wrong. The person staring back from the mirror was the same century-old me that I'd known from the temple. It's normal to feel weird, I guess. I'm just a normal human being now. I could no longer sense Sakie inside my chest. My heart had to use its own strength. At times it hurt freakishly, but I took it as a favorable sign of my humanity. It's also a sign that I won't live long. It's not all fun and games, though. Excuse me. Having grown used to hearing her voice after the door was opened, I raised my head. I smiled at her as she came over. You're already here. Those clothes. She's as surprised as I thought. I was happy to have gotten the reaction I'd wanted out of her and spread my arms wide. And see, it's like this. Oh, he's on the surface now. We're down here and the Debs living normal. But he's going to be wearing the same clothes he always did. And that's how they freaking, like, bullshitted you instead of giving you a new Sprite. Was, oh, I put on my old clothes because, you know, it's my birthday, like, whatever. Instead of, like, actually giving him, like, at least they pretended to explain it. They gave you no fucking, like, reason for Inez not wearing a black uniform. You're the commander of the Hounds. The fuck? Like, anyway. You know, over that. Do you like them? I haven't worn them in a while. I spun around. Yes, it's only been a few months since then, but it feels like it was a lot longer ago. I nodded and walked up to Spacey. I wanted to wear it again, you know. When I wrap it around myself, I just feel more dignified. I don't look like a toy shop owner anymore, right? No, you look like a saint. Of course. I am a saint after all. Or was. I took her hand and led her to the center of the room. Come over here. Elcreed, she's here. Ah! Elcreed! This is what every other one needed. A little bit of Elcreed sprinkled in every story, and I would have been more intrigued. Like, sorry, Inez, you should have had Elcreed in your route, and I would have enjoyed it more. I love this motherfucking man. Anyway. A short while later, Elcreed shuffled over. That fucking thigh strap he's got, that's sexy, Elcreed. Hey. Hey, how you doing? I can't help it. I love him so much. He makes me giggling. Can't do the Elcreed voice right now. Welcome, Spacey. Today we celebrate St. Yune's birthday, and a lavish party it shall be. All right? Oh, okay. I don't know why my brain could not read that in the order it was in, and I'm assuming it's Ulrich. So, is all that stuff what makes it lavish? Yeah, it has to be. There's nobody else it would have been. Ulrich, your eagle eyes see true. That pile of presents is huge. Nobody can miss it. Ulrich followed after Elcreed. I kind of forgot who we were for a second. I was like... He was angrily ruffling his hair like always. He's never in a good mood if I'm around. He's never in a good mood, period, but... I'd never been upset because of it. I could understand his attitude. At least he's here. That has to count for something. It wasn't much of a compromise. However, I was happy that at least he didn't outright reject me. That had said he might decide to just leave at some point for no discernible reason. I was determined to make sure nothing I did provoked him. What are those? I was intrigued by the mountain of boxes Ulrich had pointed out as well. These are gifts from me to St. Yune. I didn't know what he liked, so I bought everything that came to mind. Everything, huh? You could have narrowed it down a little? Oh, you couldn't have narrowed it down a little? Makes more sense. No, those with money need to make sure it trickles down and improves the economy. I love Elgrade. I have money. I need to spend it. It's going to burn a hole in my pocket. And then I'm just going to make more. Such a fucking weirdo. God, I love it. Uh-huh. Can't decide just how stupid that is. I noticed Spacey was doing something and cast her a curious look. She put something into her pocket. Or perhaps it had always been there. I gave her a puzzled look. What are you doing? Oh, nothing. Spacey shook her head and smiled at me. This is your day. Let's have fun. She's hiding something. A birthday present that she was going to put on the pile and was like, okay. I wanted to find out what it was. Spacey was so bad at deception. I shouldn't pressure her right now, though. I didn't want to make her feel embarrassed. I can ask her later. Let's have some fun now. Now it's nighttime. Our celebrations died down after midnight. Spacey and I went back home, having sent the presents along separately. It had been a modest meeting compared to my time in the temple. Still, this was more fun than any of them. And there's somebody here. I guess it's late. Oh, there's nobody here. Sorry. I was like, why would there... I'm like, there's somebody here. I guess it's late. That makes no sense, because I didn't read it right. Good job, Spacey. Spacey nodded. We also walked together like this when you were still the priest, Yune. Oh, yes. And you came with me when I said I wanted to go to the depths. What a crazy decision that had been. Looking back now, it had taken guts. The guts to face the land I had avoided for so long. At the time, it had felt more like a whim. But it had changed everything for me. I don't know why I can't read today, but... Oh, that was the crossroads, wasn't it? The crossroads? Yes, where my life changed. We went here together, met Ulrich, and learned that arson climate offspring. If I hadn't done any of that, I wouldn't be who I am now. I'd still be in that cage up there. And I'd be dead. I looked up and gestured at the sky. We could see the tower even at night, and with it, the heights. The prison I was hiding in. Willingly or not, I don't know if that was good for me or not. I think this is what it means to be alive. I think so. When I was a saint, I walked a long, straight, and easy road. But not now. This road twists and turns, and I have to think about where I'm going. And where I end up isn't necessarily where I thought I was going all along. And one day, the road ends, and I die. And that's all right. That's all right. I'd like to die looking back on my own choices. Yune... The more time we spent together, the more we understood each other. Spacey and I didn't think the same way about death. It wasn't a question of right or wrong. There was as many answers as there were personalities of people. I shouldn't worry her. Sorry, today's my birthday and here I am talking about death. Don't worry, my heart might be fading, but my soul's alive. There's still a lot I want to do. I want to run the store and start researching minerals. There are a lot of minerals I didn't see 400 years ago. I don't want to die tomorrow or the day after. There's a lot I still want to have or see. I don't know why that my brain... Again, I cannot read today, I'm sorry. Oh, right. I remembered what happened in Elkreed's home and gave her a curious look. It's a bit brazen to ask you about this, but can I have my present now? It was a present for me. You have it with you, right? I can tell. I pointed at her pocket. It's nothing major. Why is she hesitating? I'm the one who gets to decide that. I'm sure I'll like it. All right. She pulled a small box out of her pocket. May I open it? No, it's just a decorative box. Please. This is a rough topaz. Yes, I wanted to give you a stone, but couldn't decide which one. The storekeep taught me about the stone's symbolism when he saw me hesitating. Stone symbolism. Yeah, that was popular back then, too. That's actually kind of cute. She's like, I wanted to get you a rock because you like rocks. Aw, we're a good girl. It was a clever ploy by jewelers to sell more stones. She didn't know that, I suspected. It's better if she doesn't know. It wouldn't be romantic either. Shh. Just because you don't believe it doesn't mean other people don't believe it. Just... Nobody know. You... Just... Let us have this. God. Don't be a dick, Yune. The topaz is hope, right? You know. Of course. Hope. I like that word. I like the stone, too. As long as you polish it, it'll sparkle. Thank you for this gift, Spacey. I'm glad you like it. Happy birthday, Yune. I enjoyed seeing her features soften and decided to approach. Yep, thank you. Sujita? Yeah? Aw, oh, hi, he's getting in close. Our lips briefly touched in a modest kiss. Yune, in gratitude for the present. Kidding, I just wanted to touch you. So you're not grateful for the present? I am, but I just wanted to touch you. When was the last time I celebrated my birthday? It's been so long. You didn't celebrate it at the temple? No, I never even asked about it. Their interest was in my duties as the priest, nothing else. Aw, that's so sad. After a while, you're like, after a while you get so bored with your birthday, so this makes it nice, because otherwise you'd be like, oh god, another fucking birthday. But, sad? Only my ascent was celebrated, not my birthday. I don't even know my precise age. My real birthday is on another day. It is? I told you, I was an orphan. The birthday I gave you was the day I was taken in by my adopted father. It's a day that's very important to me, but probably not my birthday. Well, I'm glad we were able to celebrate it together with the others. Without you, I wouldn't have come out of my shell. Without you, I wouldn't have escaped that empty life. I'm here because of you. You made this future possible. I kissed her again. We'll both die one day. There is no forever. But remember this. I want to die inside your arms. Your smile is the last thing I want to see. So, Yune's path isn't terrible, because, oh, Yune, you're going to die in a few years, and that's sad, and we'll hold you while you die, and we loved you while you... And then we can go marry Elcrate. Always looking at the bright side! The bright side is I get to be with Elcrate. Okay. That's my bright side. If I don't get to be with Elcrate, it's the dark side, and screw that, I don't want to be here. Uh-huh. I didn't want to make her uncomfortable, and now I've done exactly that. Don't look at me so darkly. I'm not going to die now. There's still a lot to do. Yes, I wasn't going to just wait for death. I want to live with you. The first thing I want to do is go traveling with you. Traveling? Yes, the surface is enormous, unlike the heights. I want to see the edge of the world. I don't want to borrow money from Elcrete to do it, so I'll sell the shop to finance our travels. It should be enough. Yeah, but Elcrete financed the shop, so... You're technically taking money from Elcrete. Elcrete gave you money to open the store that you're not going to sell and then take the money and leave. So technically it's Elcrete's money, just in a roundabout way. You're laundering Elcrete's money. Stop it. I only need a little longer. Will you accompany me? It's only been a few months, so... Yes, of course. That's good. Traveling alone must be so boring. I need you there with me. Wow, I look forward to that. I'll have to work hard. Well, that's nice, but don't overwork yourself. I know. You talk to me like you're my mother, even though I'm older. Is it because I look so young? You're only older in the sense that you've been alive for like 400 years, but like, again, this is how they get away from the weirdness. I mean, you stopped aging at like 16 or 17 or something. I mean, maybe he's our age. Maybe he's, well, we said he looked 16, right? He's probably like, he's got to be at least 18, because if we're like 20, that's creepy. 16 and 20, no. Look, you know I have issues with some of the shit. But it's like, he's still the lolly boy, even if he's 400 years old. But they do that a lot in anime. They're like, they look 12, but they're 300. It doesn't matter, they look 12. That's the gross part. It's not the actual age. I mean, it'd be worse if they were actually 12. But they look it, and that's just bad enough for me. Okay? He doesn't. He's got the younger face, but he at least doesn't look too much younger than her. He's not as bad as like some lolly boys you get where you're like, nah. But he's still in that genre where it's like, not my favorite because it's not my type. I want the goddamn robots, or the assholes, or just the ones with glasses, and in this case, the fucking eccentric weirdo. A little bit of a slut. Sometimes those characters are fun too, you know. I want my pretty boys, not my lolly boys. Like, I'm older. Like, yeah, but, well, I mean, okay, technically maturity-wise you probably are. You've been around for 400 years, you're over this shit. Eh. You know, I've grown a little taller since becoming human again. Really? Yes, really. Rather belatedly, but it's happening. If I keep growing, maybe I'll be as tall as Elkreed. I doubt it. And then you'll have to acknowledge me as a man. Well, even if you're not, I know you love me, but I want more. I want you madly in love with me, and I'll make it happen. Just you wait. Oh, this poor girl is like, I don't know how that works. I kissed Spacey on the cheek and drew away. If we keep standing here, we won't get home. Well, let's go. She's like, okay. Okay. It's actually exactly what she said. Yes, time is limited. There's no time to stand still. I don't know how much time I have, but I wanted to spend the time I had with Spacey. Alright, we're gonna do this one again. And with my point of view, that looks good. We'd come to the depths a few months earlier. I was working as a bodyguard for Elkreed, and Yune was running a toy store. That particular day, Saint Yune and I were invited to Elkreed's mansion. Oh, that's not right. It's just Yune, without the saint. He was no longer the immortal priest. Now that he was just a person, and my partner, he wanted me to call him Yune. Which makes sense. Like, it's not easy to get used to it. Understandable. I resolved to remember it and concentrated again on the matter at hand. We were invited to Elkreed's home to celebrate Yune's birthday. I hope he'll like it. My present for him was a rough topaz. He told me he likes minerals, so I wonder if he'll like this present too. Sweets would have been a safer bet. I looked at the clock hesitantly. We were going to meet soon. It's too late to buy something else now. I told myself it was going to be fine and walked to Elkreed's home. Sounded more like she ran. Excuse me! Oh, good. I'm not too late. The room was empty to my relief. You're already here. And Yune... Those clothes. Yune smiled softly and spread his arms. Do you like them? I haven't worn them in a while. He spun around. Yes, it's only been a few months since then, but it feels like it was a lot longer ago. I nodded and walked up to him. I wanted to wear it again, you know. When I wrap it around myself, I just feel more dignified. I don't look like a toy shop owner anymore, right? No, you look like a saint. Again, because they were too cheap to give you a new outfit. So I'm just saying.
Too cheap to just draw a new sprite.
Of course. I am a saint after all. Or was. He took my hand and led me to the center of the room. Come over here. Elcrete, she's here. I obeyed and Elcrete appeared.
I get to see Elcrete again. Hi. I love him so much. I just want to stare at him. You get to stare at him and I have to read. I can't, I wish I wish I could read with one eye and stare at Elcrete with the other, but then my eyes would be all wonky. I don't want that. My eyes are bad enough as it is.
Welcome, Spacey. Today we celebrate St. Eune's birthday, and a lavish party it shall be.
All right. No, Elcrete, don't leave me. Is all that stuff what makes it lavish? Ulrich.
Your eagle eyes see true.
That pile of presents is huge. Nobody can miss it.
Ulrich followed after Elcrete. He was ruffling his hair, looking as irritated as always. He always looks irritated. If only he could have smiled today at least, I thought. What are those? Yune gestured towards a mountain of boxes. They were all wrapped up, so... Those are gifts from me to St. Yune. I didn't know what he liked, so I bought everything that came to mind.
Everything, huh? You couldn't have narrowed it down a little?
No. Those with money need to make sure it trickles down and improves the economy. What are you doing? You look like you got in trouble. What? I'm just looking over at you. You're such a silly bird. I look over at you, you're chewing on a feather, and then you look like you did something wrong. Did you do something you should be ashamed of? You did, you pooped on my couch. That's exactly what you should be ashamed of. You know better. It was bad.
It's just staring at me like, ugh.
See, I heard you. I heard you make a little squeaky noise. You make the squeaky noise when you poop. And then you looked over and then you looked like you got in trouble. It's because you knew you missed it. You didn't. You pooped on my couch, not on the puppy pad. You had to poop on the puppy pad. Why'd you be naughty? You're so cute, though.
Okay, I'll leave you alone.
But you're so cute.
Sorry. Not really, but... Can't decide just how stupid that is. Elcrete hasn't changed. I knew him somewhat well, and I knew there were minerals among the pile. Other things would probably pique Yune's curiosity as well. And compared to that, all I have...
What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. This is your day. Let's have fun. I shook my head and smiled, intending to brush off his question. He smiled broadly back at me. Elcrete is extraordinary. It's understandable he'd feel superior. I just felt small compared to what he could do. I can't give him my present in the shadow of this pile of them. I was gonna have to find a better time. Our celebrations died down after midnight. We sent the presents along by horse carriage. Yune and I walked home.
And there's nobody here. I guess it's late.
Yune was practically whispering. I nodded. We also walked together like this when you were still the priest, Yune.
Oh, yes. And you came with me when I said I wanted to go to the depths. That was the crossroads, wasn't it?
The crossroads?
Yes, where my life changed. We went here together, met Ulrich, and learned that Arsenclime had offspring. If I hadn't done any of that, I wouldn't be who I am now. I'd still be in that cage up there. Yune looked up and pointed at the sky. I saw the heights up where he pointed. Willingly or not, I don't know if it was good for me or not. I think this is what it means to be alive. I think so. When I was a saint, I walked a long, straight, and easy road. But not now. This road twists and turns, and I have to think about where I'm going. And where I'll end up isn't necessarily where I thought I was going all along. And one day, the road ends and I die. And that's all right. And that's all right. I'd like to die looking back on my own choices.
Yune.
Sorry. Today is my birthday and here I am talking about death. And don't worry, my heart might be fading, but my soul's alive. And there's still a lot I want to do. I want to run the store and start researching minerals. There are a lot of minerals I didn't see 400 years ago.
He'd been periodically talking about death since he'd stepped down. He's human now. He can't evade death. Knowing he was going to disappear one day hurt to think about.
Oh, right.
Yune looked at me quizzically.
It's a bit brazen to ask you about this, but can I have my present now? You have it with you, right? I can tell.
He gestured towards my pockets. No, I was just stealing one of the presents from Elcreed's pile. It's nothing major.
I'm the one who gets to decide that. I'm sure I'll like it.
All right? I pulled a small box out of my pocket. Could you imagine what a fucking asshole he'd be if you gave him, like, thinking he's like, this is it? God, you're a cheap fucking bitch. Or, like, was so, like, insulting and douchey about it. You'd be like, and not dating you anymore. Elcreed. Like, I mean, the fuck? It's nothing much. I get to decide that. And of course because he loves you, even if it is, like, the worst present ever. No, sweetie, I love you. Plus, we got him a rock. He likes rocks. Like, we did a good job.
May I open it?
Especially with, the meager money we probably had compared to Elcreed. Please. I hope he'll like it.
And this is a rough topaz.
Yes. I wanted to give you a stone, but couldn't decide which one. The storekeep taught me about the stone's symbolism when he saw me hesitating.
And the topaz is hope, right?
You know.
Of course. Hope. I like that word. I like the stone too. As long as you polish it, it'll sparkle.
Oh god, I was like, what the fuck, bird? He just poofed away. I thought he was like flailing, like he just fell or something. Nope, he poofed. Fruited away.
Where you going? What you doing? You gonna go eat the little bird seeds? Don't do that. You got your own food.
Don't be a jerk.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, exactly. Get out. Come out. Come on. That's a good birdie. No, I mean, I'm gonna need you to get the fuck completely out. Don't just sit there and stare at me. Yeah, that's fine. Good boy. You don't eat his food. You eat all his goddamn food and little bird's gonna starve. You got your own food. You got bread, you got peanuts, you got seeds, you got tons of food. I just gave you whole new foods today. Why are you such a jerk?
He's like, I'm not a jerk, I'm cute. No, you're a jerk. You go in there and you eat all his seed. You're a goddamn seed whore. Goddamn crack whore for seed. You're gonna be like selling yourself, you're gonna be selling tricks on the streets for seeds.
And you're not very good at tricks. You're not. You're not good at tricks. You're terrible. You're gonna starve.
Bird's fucking weird. Anyway.
Thank you for this gift, Spacey.
I'm glad you like it. Happy birthday, Yune.
Yep. Thank you.
CG again. Our lips briefly touched in a modest kiss. That's right, we're me again. I forgot where we were. Yune.
In gratitude for the present. Kidding. I just wanted to touch you.
Seriously? What did I just fucking say? Excuse me? Hello? The fuck did I just say? Now he's not even listening to me. He's like, nah, fuck it, you're busy. You're an asshole. Hey, butt face. Neelix. That's what I thought. Get out! You're such a douche. Birds are assholes.
When was the last time I celebrated my birthday? It's been so long.
You didn't celebrate it at the temple?
No, they never even asked about it. Their interest was in my duties as the priest, nothing else. I don't even know my precise age. My real birthday is on another day.
It is?
I told you I was an orphan. The birthday I gave you was the day I was taken in by my adopted father. It's a day that's very important to me, but probably not my birthday. Well, I'm glad we were able to celebrate it together with the others. Without you, I wouldn't have come out of my shell.
Such a jerk.
Without you, I wouldn't have escaped that empty life. I'm here because of you. You made this future possible. We'll both die one day, and there is no forever. But remember this, I want to die inside your arms. Your smile is the last thing I want to see.
Uh-huh.
And don't look at me so darkly. I'm not going to die now. There's still a lot to do. And the first thing I want to do is go traveling with you.
Traveling?
Yes, the surface is enormous, unlike the heights. I want to see the edge of the world. I don't want to borrow money from Elcree to do it, so I'll sell the shop to finance our travels. It should be enough. I only need a little longer. Will you accompany me?
Yes, of course.
That's good. Traveling alone must be so boring. I need you there with me. Wow, I look forward to that. I'll have to work hard.
I don't know why this bit of the ending, like, in his, with the whole, like, I'll sell the shop and then we'll go traveling, is like, no, but we just got down here and you just got used to your life, but it's kind of like, at the same time, like, I like it, but I hate it. Like, the part I don't like about it is, like, you just got here and you wanted to be a toy maker and you're doing this, and instead of just living a comfortable, happy life, you're like, let me just throw it all away and go travel. But at the same time, it's like, well, you know that your time is short. And if you knew, oh my God, you literally knew, you have a countdown clock, I got 5 years left. What would you do in those 5 years? You know what I mean? You know, he could have a year left. What would you do? Oh, I'm just going to sit here in my humdrum. Someday I'll do it. Someday I'll do it. And then you, on your deathbed, you're like, yeah, someday never actually fucking happened. You never did any of the shit you wanted to do. So in a way, his being like, sell everything, let's go, is like better because he's at least going to do the things he wants to do while he can. But me, I'm like, I don't want to just pack up all my shit. I just want a comfortable, happy, here you go. Like, travel, but come back. Like, you know what I mean? Take a week vacation. Like, not just constantly travel nonstop, like living like a hobo. I couldn't do that. It's too stressful. So I think that's what it is. It stresses me out just thinking like, let's just sell everything and travel. Ah! Just triggers like stress in me. I don't know. Anyway.
Well, that's nice, but don't overwork yourself. I know. You talk to me like you're my mother, even though I'm older. Is it because I look so young?
It's because you're new with this whole living in the world thing. Could you, Neelix? Hey, stop it. You've been in there eating all his seed for a few minutes now. You don't need it anymore. Stop being Pig Bird. Stop it. Don't want to have to yell at you, but you're being nasty. Go eat your own. You've also got a ton of bread today. You've got a ton of food. Don't look cute at me like that. Go eat your own damn food. I gave you a few minutes in there, and you're going to eat all his seed, and he's going to starve to death. This is why we've gone through a 4-pound bag of goddamn bird food. Go through like freaking 4 pounds a day, pig. Goddamn pig with wings. I love him, but he's a goddamn pig. Anyway.
You know, I've grown a little taller since becoming human again.
Really?
Yes, really. Rather belatedly, but it's happening. If I keep growing, maybe I'll be as tall as Elcree, and then you'll have to acknowledge me as a man.
Well, even if you're not, I
know you love me, but I want more. I want you madly in love with me, and I'll make it happen.
Just you wait. I mean, you kind of conned me into dating you. You were like, let's date! And it was like, okay, and then she fell for it, but it was a very weird frickin' situation, so. I know you love me, but one day, you'll have no choice. I'm gonna Stockholm Syndrome you into loving me. Sorry, sweetie. I only have eyes for Elcree. Una kissed me on the cheek and drew away.
If we keep standing here, we won't ever get home. Let's go.
Okay. Everything ends in a farewell. No matter the struggle, it can't be avoided. I wanted to make the most of the time I had. I wanted to be able to look back on my life one day and be content. Sounds more like a thing Yune would say, but I wanted to live with him, wherever, whenever, with hope in my heart. Oh, you found your own foodies? Yeah. You got special snacks that are bigger. Better for you. Short stories for Yune, okay. Right, okay, so I'm curious. How is this Yune's after story if he's dead? Okay, so I guess it's me saying this. Interesting. Because I just thought of that. I was like, well, all the other ones, it's like in Elcreed's, it's after, like Ulrich, it's one of Ulrich's technical endings, right? It counts as an Elcreed ending, but it's after an Ulrich path and like vice versa. But so I was really curious. I'm like, so what happens with the Yune one? Because we never flipped to like a Finn route. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, so, well, now we have our answer. So I guess it's us. A few years passed after Saint Yune died. I came back to the Heights and worked. Oh no, oh my god, this is Finn! It's gotta be Finn. But that's really awkward. So, in the Yune ending, it's Finn talking? Does that make sense? That doesn't make any fucking sense. I mean, yes, all of the after stories one are in someone else's bad ending. So, Elcreed's after story is about him and us, but it's stemmed off the Ulrich bad ending. Ulrich's short story one is off the Elcreed bad ending and vice versa. But this is Yune's bad ending, but it's Finn's perspective, but it's Yune's story. That doesn't make any motherfucking sense. I kind of forget the voice I gave Finn, too. I'm not going to lie. I thought about that when I started this part. I was like, huh, we got to do Finn next, and I don't even remember, and we just finished this part, like, not that long ago. It's been a while for me. It's been taking me a long-ass time to record this. I'm just saying. So, like, oh, he was a little bit like Yune, but not quite as bad. But, okay, we're just going to kind of do normal, I guess. A few years passed after Saint Yune died. I came back to the Heights and worked with Spacey. Before his death, Saint Yune had allowed her not to marry, and that rule remained. Still, oh, she still could if she wanted. She gave no indication of it. I, on the other hand... Interesting. And here you are, marrying. Yes, well... What kind of reaction is that? Aren't you happy? I wasn't. At all. But it made me happy that she was happy for me, and I didn't want to ruin that. Oh, because we got the pass from Yune to not have to marry. Finn didn't luck out with that. She could if she wanted to, but what happens if she... like, what if we chose, like, yes... I decided I want to marry Finn. Well, oh, he's been promised to someone else. Well, he's the one I want to marry. Like, or, but I guess if we choose to marry, like, yes, I've decided I'll get married. The temple would pick my partner for me. I don't get to choose my partner still, which would be why she never does. So, well, this is kind of fucked up. Wow. Oh, sorry, I laughed. Oh, okay. I don't know why I couldn't read that right. It's just so sudden. It doesn't feel real. Yes, that's true. When I joined the Hounds, my engagement was called off. I'd been hoping my engagement had been cancelled forever, but my hopes were quickly dashed. The temple found me a new one. In the past, I'd always been trying to put it off until Spacey got married, but now, even that's out the window. I'd always known it wouldn't be possible to put it off. I had to marry, it seemed. And I couldn't marry her. Well, it could be worse. If she wasn't going to marry, at least she wasn't going to get married to someone else. I felt better thinking at least nobody else was going to have her. This is kind of fucked up. It's like this, no one else is going to have her. Because if they tried to touch her, I'd fucking kill them. I mean, we know how strenuous that tiny little thread of sanity is, and it's just like, it's pulled so tight that at any second that shit's just gonna snap. Okay? And he's just gonna lose it. We know. We fucking know. You don't need to remind me, Finn, because still, a little, this is giving me a little bit of kind of fuck you a little bit vibes right now. Like, you're making me remember all the crazy fucking shit you did. Yeah. It's like, beep, beep, we're backing it up until the fuck Finn area. Oh, nope, nope, don't do that. Don't do that. Because we appreciated your row. Still don't like Finn, but it was like, okay, this Finn in this little bubble is alright. Finn in every other bubble is like a big old go fuck yourself, but this is like, no one else is gonna have her. Psycho. Becoming one of the hounds broke me. Well, okay, that's true. See? He'd forced me to murder others, and death no longer meant anything to me. Even now that I lived in peace again, my feelings simply turned to stone sometimes. The simple things occasionally made me angry, and I had the urge to draw my sword. I sometimes dreamed of the first man I killed. Oh wow, this is, I don't think I want to be in Finn's goddamn perspective. I kind of forgot. He came back from being the hounds, and it didn't dawn on me until he said that the hounds broke me. Oh, right. That's why you're crazy. I forgot about that. And every other route when he was a hound, they snapped that thread. This is, okay. I know. I forgot because we were in this little bubble of Finn is not a psychopath, and we were trying to forget about Ben. I don't want to be in his head. It's creepy. The heartbeat in the background. This is fucking wrong. Okay, anyway. He only ever regarded me silently. After that, a world of red enveloped my body before I fell back into a black swamp. The dream always scared me, and I soon woke up. I wasn't the same as I'd been before. I changed. I was broken. Even if she married me, she wouldn't be happy. I have to think this is for the best. That's actually kind of scary too, though. He's like, this is for the best. She wouldn't like me. She's better off without me. Fuck this other girl, though, but like, keep his space. My God, you really are crazy. This weekend, it should be fun. Are you going to wear a dress, Spacey? Of course. I know it's proper. Spacey put a finger on her lips and smiled nostalgically. I remember trying on a wedding dress with you. The first and only one I'd ever worn. It didn't feel that bad now that I think about it. Yes, I also remember it vividly. The first and only. Hey, Spacey, you're really not going to marry. Spacey looked away for a moment and nodded. St. Eude, that's over now. Spacey brushed it away. There's no point in only ever thinking about the people who have left us. I don't know who's saying it's important to produce offspring. Oh, it's important to produce offspring. I think I should work up the courage like you did, but I keep relying on what's left behind for me. I think that's fine. I really felt that way. I don't think you have to marry Spacey. My instincts were corrupted, though. I was selfish. I didn't want her to belong to someone else. Spacey, however, didn't notice that and thanked me with an innocent smile. That really helps me. Even if I marry, we can still work together as always. I hope you'll let me support you. Of course. I look forward to it. But please look after your family first. Of course, I know. My love was always going to be one-sided, but at least I could spend time with her again. I just had to be patient and devote a part of myself to my family. In the temple, I could be with you. She was going to be so close. I was honored in a way. Happy. Spacey, I'm glad I managed to return to the Heights. It was like, I don't like it. I don't. Because it's like, okay, okay. Finn in his own route was fine. But let's just take that Finn out, and let's just go with the Finn we knew from playing the rest of the game. And let's just say we never got the Finn path, whatever, but we got this short story after doing the rest of the game. The OG version, right? When you get that Finn, like, I'm so in love with you, and I'm just gonna do this crazy, you're like, no! Fuck you! But also, this makes you feel bad for him. Like, I don't like the Finn that was in the original version of the game. I know, look, he always had a tenuous grasp on sanity because he was madly in love with us, and then Sashin broke him. Okay, I get that. You can give me all the excuses you want. Still doesn't make me be like, oh, I forgive him. No, I still don't like you. You killed Elfcrete. But also, like, I get, like, why he snapped and lost his goddamn marbles. But this, it's that little borderline of he's completely insane where you're like, nah, fuck Finn. But then there's the, like, actual still human version inside. He's like, I'm just gonna pine away for you forever. And it's like, I just don't like being confronted with that, I guess. It makes me uncomfortable. And not like, oh, gross, but more like, oh, God, I feel bad for Finn. That she's, like, so clueless, and you're like, I feel bad for him. But I don't want to feel bad for him because he's a psychopath. But I feel bad for him. And, like, I think that actual short story is good because it makes you feel uncomfortable. At least it made me feel uncomfortable. Like, you're like, no, your obsession with her makes me slightly uncomfortable. But I feel bad for you because you're not, in this instance, you're not doing anything about it. You're just pining away inside and you're doing your duty and you're not, let's just forget the people that you killed. You're not actually hurting anyone. Kinda. I mean, you're going to do your duty, but the thing is, it's not like you're lying to this woman and pretending you love her and marrying her. She's like, oh, I've got an arranged marriage. This is our duty. You're both in the same boat there. You know what I mean? So it's like you hurt for Finn. You're like, oh, Finn. But also you're like, oh, but I don't want to be in love with you because you're a little scary and your sanity is like, I don't know. It's disquieting and uncomfortable, but it's good because it's like that. You're like, no. Oh, God, no. Ooh. If it can make you feel uncomfortable, you're like, I don't know. I just feel a little weird. Not like icky, but I don't have a word for it. Like, I just don't feel right. Like, I don't feel good. Like, I don't know. Like,
I'll excuse myself then.
oh.
I'll excuse myself then.
Okay, it was Finn.
Finn had finished the business he had come for and left the room. I could hear his receding footsteps outside. In my hands, I held the chocolate I had him buy for me. Sending police officers out on my errands might be a bit much. I grinned and opened the wrapping. It was a mixture of white and dark chocolate, marbled and in the shape of chess pawns. He'd chosen something with an elegant design, as I expected. For me, the taste counts most, but I appreciate it. In fact, I preferred quantity to quality. There really wasn't enough.
Quantity to quality, yeah.
I told myself to savor the chocolate. Sweet. I wasn't a confectioner. I couldn't offer more than a basic opinion. Still, it tasted good and I was happy. The longer you live, the less you feel, though. At least my taste buds are still working properly. I'd survive even without eating, so having working taste buds seemed a little mysterious. Whatever the case, I could taste, and that was good.
Whatever the case, I could taste, and that was good. It sounds like something out of a fucking musical. That is like a line right there.
The reason didn't really matter. If everything I ate tasted like sand, I'd probably have despaired much earlier. Sweet things cheer you up. Still, it also hurt. It made me remember Spacey. This takes me back. I used to have her buy me sweets.
Is this in the ending where he killed me? Because, like, I'm assuming if Finn's here, we're dead. And so that's where I was assuming this ending was coming from, because these are usually after, I guess after the bad endings, right? It never occurred to me the other ones, which when they were. Oh no! Because all the other ones, it was like, oh, this is like a past or different things, and so it wasn't really after. But these seem to be after bad endings. Yune's are a little different. Because, like, Inez was basically like, oh, we had a memory of Sashin, where we, like, got a little more Sashin info. One of his other short stories was buying a present for her, so it was more like just little snippets about him. And this is seemingly after a bad ending.
At the time, she hadn't mattered to me. I didn't even remember what kind of chocolate she had bought for me. Maybe it's for the best that I don't remember. I would have only started to attach feelings to that chocolate. Seeing that particular type would have hurt even more than it did already. And then what's the point? She'd leapt so I wouldn't die. I couldn't do anything to stain that memory. I wouldn't. And this is not a bad situation. I had a replacement for Spacey. Not just Finn, but others too. And they all did what I asked them to do.
But then I forgot how Finn ended up back here.
They talked to me in place of Spacey. They walked with me in place of Spacey. They bought me sweets in place of Spacey. And yet, they're not her. I knew I wouldn't be able to find her, but I wanted to try. I'm not the strongest person, am I?
Is this the one where he killed me, or did we go to the depths? Or is it another? I don't remember,
I couldn't cry anymore, but it still hurt. I wondered if the pain would fade. I wanted to taste it until then. It was proof of my memories with her.
At any rate, we somehow gone. Alright, well, there you go, I don't know.
I wasn't always a saint. The ones who escaped the flood had been the chosen ones. In one form or another, they had been a part of the organization which built the man-made island in the sky. Only I was different. I'd come as a relative of Arson Climb, but Arson Climb himself remained in the depths. I was only a mineralogist. I had no part in building the heights. Not being useful, I was treated like dirt. But for better or worse, I didn't need food to survive. I lived alone and had no friends. I might as well have been dead. Time passed. An hour, a day, a year. The world around me and its laws changed over time, but people's lives consistently improved. I merely watched. I didn't move. I didn't speak. I merely sat on the sidewalk, trying not to bother anyone. I didn't think. I only waited for an end that wouldn't come.
God, Yune is so depressing.
Excuse me. It was years later. Someone was talking to me. It sounded like a man, but
Oh, okay, sure.
nobody needs anything from me. I ignored the voice, but
Excuse me.
it said again. I hadn't spoken in such a long time that my body had forgotten how to.
He's literally just been, they're like, is that a statue? He's been there for years.
I rubbed my throat to clear it out. Vibrations rippled under my skin. I knew how to speak. I'd be able to once more.
You must be Yune.
He didn't wait and called me by my name. Yune. It was my name, given to me by people I treasured. It was my only remaining possession. Yes, I'm Yune. So what, I thought. What did he want? Why was he talking to me? Who was he? I wasn't able to say these questions out loud just yet. I had to nod.
Good. Nice to meet you, Yune. I work for the central offices.
He knelt in front of me. His deep blue cloak billowed in the wind.
I've come because we need your help.
Help? I was surprised to hear my own voice after so many years.
He's literally been sitting on a sidewalk for years. This poor motherfucker. Okay, I feel for Yune a little bit. Not just like everyone treats you like a saint and like whatever and like nothing can kill you and you're like, I just want to die. It's like, you sat for years on a sidewalk. Just sat there. Just sat there waiting to waste away, but not actually wasting away. Just so depressed and miserable that you, like, oh my god, I can't even imagine. Like, look. I get in my depressive moods where I'm like, I just want to do nothing. But like, there's still something in my brain that's like, go eat, go to the bathroom, go to bed, do stuff, like, do's function, forces me to function. I mean, because we have basic needs, I have to eat, you know what I mean? And even no matter how depressed I am, like, it's still like, oh, I'm hungry, I guess I'll grab something to eat, like, whatever. He doesn't have the need to eat, but he just sat there for years, just in the same spot. Did he have a house? Did he go home and just, like, I sit there on the side, like, or did literally just, I'm just imagining he just sat there like a rock. Just for years, and people just kept walking by. No, that's just the guy that sits on the corner. Nobody said anything. Like, how sad is that? The fuck is wrong with these people? The Heights is so fucked up. And every single time we're here, and every time things happen, you're like, how fucked up is this place? Did they want us to think the Heights is a fucked up thing, and that maybe that Vice guy toppling this shit was not, like, in the wrong? You were like, topple that shit. Those people are fucking whack. Like, this whole system, this whole thing is fucking bullshit. They don't teach their daughters about sex ed. Bitch has no idea what's in store for her. She has no idea where babies come from. Like, they left a man sitting on a sidewalk for years. Your partner commits a crime, so you gotta go live and, like, be tortured in the hounds and treated like fucking scum. What the fuck? What the fuck? This place is absurd. So corrupt. I'm guessing they wanted you to be like, this place is fucking bananas and I'm out. Like, but shit, this place is bananas and I'm out. Ugh.
Yes, and that was what it sounded like. I could still speak. I listened to the man with relief and surprise.
Yune, the Heights needs you.
With carefully chosen words, he explained to me the reason. The central offices, the government organization where the man worked, had decided to found a religion which could provide moral support to the people. The people in the depths had venerated the earth, and so a divine being was considered necessary.
And this is where all your problems went downhill. We'd like to have your assistance in this, Yune. Yes,
he said and smiled.
As I understand, you're immortal.
It's like, I've been sitting on the same fucking sidewalk for like 4 fucking years and I haven't moved.
I don't eat, I don't sleep, I don't pee. What the fuck? Did you not? I mean...
I was surprised to hear this, but it makes sense. Even when I was a child, you were here. And
Oh my god! Oh no, this is all a guy talking, never mind. As I understand, you're immortal. I was surprised to hear this, but it makes sense. Even when I was a child, you were here, and you look the same as you did then. This is not a matter of a few years. This has been like a decade or more. A child. 5, 6. This guy's probably at least 20-something. It's been like 20 fucking years. It's been decades. Ugh. This place is fucked up. The man just sat on a corner for decades, and nobody did anything. Nobody said anything until now. Decades.
I'm more dirty now.
Yes. It isn't easy to... it isn't easy to accumulate so many years of crime. I'll explain to you in more detail at the central offices. Will you come with me?
I couldn't decide. It was happening so suddenly.
Suddenly? It's been decades!
A man I'd never seen before was asking me to be their god. I remembered Arsene Klein.
He's alive. And now his child is already grown up and probably... He's got grandkids now. I mean... If you think about it, he might be on his way to grandkids and you've literally... Arsene Klein survived. Well, he was already married, but, like, has kids now. Probably several, on his way to grandkids, and you sat on a street corner. That's the difference between you two in 20 years. The fuck? Our technology is meant to give the people a better life for the sake of the future. You need to survive, Yune. Survive and make their lives better.
They were the last words he'd said to me. For the people. I can help them.
Of course. You can heal the hearts of many.
Heal? How? I had no power. I was a living corpse. Still, I could help.
I have no power. You're immortal. That's a superpower. You sat in the same spot for 20 fucking years with no motivation to do a damn thing. That is a superpower.
I could grant Arsene Klein his wish. I don't know how, but don't expect too much. I wasn't able to speak well given my lack of practice. Still, I thought I had to speak, and the man had to urge me to pace myself. If you'll let me help.
Yes, it has to be you.
And with that, he stood up. I tried to get up as well.
Uh,
I fell immediately. The man tried to help me, but I stopped him.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't used your legs in 20 years.
You'll get hurt if you touch me.
Impossible.
It's true. I'm made that way. I was a monster whose twisted fate was to be alive, but not human. And that was me. Very divine, hey? I smiled at this joke. The man also smiled after a few moments.
I'll walk with you. We'll go as slowly as you need to.
Okay, thanks. The man was merely an employee of the central offices, which would later be called the Temple. I didn't see him again. I sometimes remembered him after I became the priest. He let me keep my promise to Arson Climb. I was grateful.
It's like sad you never saw him again. Like not even in passing. I swear to God. Like you just read that last story and you're like, poor fucking Yuna. I feel bad for him. Poor thing. Like, I can kind of 100% get behind, like, why you're like, take this fucking rock out of my chest and just let me die, because this shit's bullshit. I sat in the same fucking corner for 20 fucking years. I forgot how to use my voice and my legs. My brother, who wasn't really my brother, but, like, whatever, like, I thought he died in the flood, but he was out there living his damn life, procreating, having babies, having grandkids, doing shit, and I sat in the corner. Like, oh my God. Poor Yune. Anyway. So that was all of Yune's stories. That was look, the first after story, you know, after the happy ending is great, but those other ones are a little, like, sad. I don't know. They, even, like, in the other ones where you're, like, kind of reading the after story from the flip-flop bad ending, you know? Like, the route swap kind of ending. It's a little sad. You're like, oh, it's a little heavy, but it's okay. And the other ones were generally just happy, like backstory. Like, oh, here's from this one. I was a kid and this happened and this. And you're like, okay. These were all just really like, oh, like a little depressing. I might need a shot or like some ice cream or something now. Like, you're like, this is, oh, okay. I don't know. But anyway, we'll do Finn in the next part. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.